Okay, so returning to the original question, uh, how could the textbook model be more academic when compared to the other one? Hopefully, you've given that some thought, um, and have decided that the main reason involves facts, how the facts are presented. So, for example, a fact is something that is known to be true or to have happened. And this is a traditional fact, not an alternative fact that Donald Trump made so popular. Uh, Alternative facts. We are looking at academic facts. So facts, something you can prove with evidence or examples. So if you look at the um, page 60, if you have your book to hand, I'm going to show you this at the moment, this transcript of the original presentation. So we're going to look at two types of facts. Facts which are unsurprising, that most people know, and facts that maybe might be new and you should be able to check them. Okay, so if we look at the first paragraph on page 60, this is his presentation. Facts that everybody knows would include things like there, the ice is melting in the North and South poles. We know that, it's established. It's generational knowledge. Rising sea levels. These are things that you would have heard at school, your parents probably talking about. Worried about coral reefs are dying. We know that. If we go to Okinawa, we can see it firsthand. We hear it all the time on the news. Plastic is used in everything. That's our lived experience. We can see that when we look around a house or our rooms. And it's a danger to fish and whales and seabirds. That's a common sense fact. We don't need that proven, right? If we ask for these things to be proved, then we would constantly be asking people, how do you know that? Prove it. And we don't do that. However, there are some other facts here that usually involve data, such as this: 38 billion water bottles are wasted each year. And this, 10% of all plastic in the world ends up in the oceans. They're facts that we may not know. That's data that we should explain. And that's the main difference between the two presentations. If we go back to the slides, not only do we have references here, but we also, throughout the presentation, we have citations. So we have citations here. We have citations here. We have citations here to show where this information came from. And all this information, all these citations, they will connect to your references. So there we have Ritchie, there we have Tieso, showing where it came from. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing as well, when we are speaking, we're not just putting the citations in, we are referring to them when we talk. So we have phrases such as according to. So if we look at this, according to National Geographic, I put in as well, according to Liam and the Nature website. You've also got here the World Economic Forum. That's the reference relating to Jensen. So we're not just putting them up incidentally on the slides and in the references. We are saying where that information came from during the course of our presentation. You okay, boy? You tired? Okay. Okay, so if you have a look at the worksheet, hopefully you downloaded this one. Um, when it comes to these numbers, you would be able to check the transcript and say, this was pet bottles in 2004, right? It says here at the beginning, pet bottles in 2004. But where does it come from? It comes from Statista. So you would be able to write Statista in there. So all numbers, all data, you should be able to clearly say what that refers to, but also where it actually came from. That's very important. Okay, next we're just going to mention briefly about solutions and compare the differences in the solutions between the first presentation and the alternative presentation. So I'm going to pause the video for a moment, but if you have a look at the worksheet and consider these two sets of solution on the same topic. The problem is the same, more and more plastic in the world, what goes into the ocean. These are the same, but the solutions are different. So just spend a minute or two reading those and considering which one is better and why. And then you can watch the third video and we'll discuss it there.